All right, we're gonna piss off some insecure boys. This is the 2026 strict dating program. If you watch porn, you're cut. Also, OnlyFans counts. If you're not making good money, cut. If you don't work out, cut. If you're rude to waiters or janitorial staff, cut. If you have not gone to therapy, cut. If you think white lies are okay, cut. If you complain about our relationship to others, especially other women, cut. If you have friends who lie or cheat, you're cut. If you follow lustful accounts, cut. If you call women names, cut. If you have explosive anger, cut. You need to know how to emotionally regulate yourself. If you're mean to your mom, cut. If you have a Snapchat, cut. If you compare me to your ex, cut. If you call your ex crazy, cut. If you don't know how to cook a meal for yourself, cut. If you're still in contact with your exes, situationships, whatever flings, cut. If you use something I told you against me, cut. If you tell me what I can or cannot wear, cut. If you get in fights or screaming matches at a bar, cut. If you tell me to delete a picture or why I posted it, cut. If you like a girl's bikini, booty picture, I don't care, cut. You should not be following those accounts in the first place. You're a man, and a man knows the difference between lust and love. Learn how to control yourself. If you're military, cut. And if you have wandering eyes, cut. You can say that's a strict, but I actually think it's the bare minimum. Most women would do this without even thinking about it.
The only thing she's successfully cutting with that list is her own bloodline. Enjoy being single.
Non-negotiable dating standards for 2026. Number 1, if I don't have a time and a place confirmed the day before I'm meant to meet you, we don't have a date. This to me just shows absolutely no commitment and no respect for my time. Number 2, if we're meeting for drinks in the evening and you don't text me by lunchtime, we don't have a date. If you can't be bothered to confirm, I can't be bothered to keep that time for you. Again, it just shows a lack of effort. Number 3, and nice and controversial, I'm not paying. First date, I'm more than happy to go for a coffee, but you are paying for my black Americano. However, if we went to like mini golf or something, you bought the first round and then mini golf, I would buy a round after that. But yeah, I want someone to invest that time, effort, energy and their resources into me. And if we're going for dinner, we are not splitting the bill. Well, I will do that. I just won't see you again. For me, money is quite a big thing. I'm incredibly generous, and money is also a thing that has a lot of impact on people's relationships. So I think to be aligned on it early on is really important. And for the people that go saying, oh, what does she bring to the table? I bring the table and the house that it lives in. The least they can do is buy the drinks for it. Number 4, no sexy cuddles unless we are exclusive. I'm 33 and far too old for the clap clinic. Number 5, no, you cannot have my number until I've met you. I'm looking to date, not for a pen pal. Every single app has a chat function. We can chat on there. We do not need to be chatting for an hour a day before I've even seen the whites of your eyes. Let me know if you think that I've missed anything out. And again, these are my dating standards. If you don't agree with them, you just don't have to date me. It's that easy.
Writing a rule book for a boyfriend who doesn't exist is just a fancy way of announcing you're going to die alone. The only ring that woman is ever going to see is an onion ring.
2026 is for a strict dating program. I don't have time to wait around. So if a man does any of these things, he's cut. If he vapes, cut. If he doesn't open the door for me, cut. Doesn't pay on the first date, cut. If he's a mama's boy, cut. If he doesn't treat me like a queen on my birthday, cut. If he still talks to his ex, cut. If he has a girl best friend, cut. If he doesn't have any ambitions or life goals, cut. If he doesn't follow the sidewalk rule, cut. If he can't plan a date, cut. If you follow lustful accounts on Instagram, cut. If you have an aesthetic Instagram, that's just weird, you're also cut. If you try to control how I dress, you're cut. If your main form of communication is Snapchat, cut. If you secretly go through my phone, you're cut. If you're rude to waiters, cut. If you don't notice that I change my hair, my lashes, or my nails, you're also cut. If you don't worship the ground that I walk on, cut. And if you don't want to watch Love Island with me, you're cut. Some of you might call this strict. I think this is just the bare minimum.
Demanding to be worshipped like a goddess while offering absolutely nothing in return is why her emergency contact is going to remain Pizza Hut forever. The only male capable of following all those rules is a neutered golden retriever.
Dating program for 2026 because we are running a tight ship this year. Number 1, if he has kids, cut. If he still talks or even mentions his ex to me, absolutely cut. If he's not making more money than me, absolutely cut. You follow the last person that you slept with, you're cut. If you're under 6'2", cut. I'm 5'9", for reference, okay? 6'2" is the bare minimum. If he can't communicate his feelings and he's not emotionally intelligent, cut. That'll turn into a fight for the both of us, and we just don't want that. If he tells me what I can and can't wear or what I can and can't post, cut. If he wakes up after 9 p.m., cut. That's only a me thing. Uses Snapchat, still has it downloaded on his phone, cut. Care about what people think, cut. You should be too busy to care about anything. You're busy working. If you talk about another woman, absolutely cut. If you don't work out more than me, cut. If you'd rather choose a boys' night over hanging out with me, cut. If you'd leave me undelivered for more than 3 hours and it's not because of work, cut. Thank you. Have a great day.
Trying to justify that you deserve a 6-foot-tall millionaire with no past is why her ovaries are destined to gather more dust than a museum archive. This isn't a dating strategy, it's a mathematically proven method for dying alone in a house full of mirrors.
I'm looking for a husband, so these are my 2026 dating rules. If you have a girl best friend that you used to sleep with, you're cut. If you communicate via Snapchat, you're cut. If you ask for my Instagram instead of my phone number, you're cut. If you're sleeping with someone else while you're dating me, cut. If your social media following looks like a nail technician's, you're cut. If you can't send me a message to say that you're going to be busy today, you're cut. If you use 2-in-1 shampoo, you're cut. If you don't plan a date within the first week of us talking, you're cut. If you don't floss your teeth, you're cut. If I ever have to doubt your interest in me, you're cut. If I can lift heavier than you, you're cut. If you're financially irresponsible, you're cut. If you smoke cigarettes or vape, cut. If you can't express your feelings, you're cut. If your name is under every girl's likes on social media, you're cut. If you pull away and then try to come back, you're cut. If you don't ask me enough questions, you're cut. If you can't banter without feeling offended, you're cut. If you're also too insecure, you're cut. If you ask me to be a guarantor on your apartment, you're cut. If you have kids, you're cut. No offense, I just want to experience that with somebody for the first time together. If you have dirt under your fingernails, you're cut. If you're an aspiring rapper and it's still not taken off for you, cut. If you have 2 phones, you're cut. If you say you don't want to wear a condom because it takes away the pleasure, you're cut. And that is my 2026 strict list. I think I'm going to have to come back for a part 2 because honestly, the list is long.
If your husband checklist includes a specific ban on aspiring rappers who need a lease guarantor, you aren't raising your standards, you're just admitting you've been dredging the absolute bottom of the sewer for years.
These are my hard 5 dating rules of 2026 and try to keep up because they're fast and I'm not budging. So rule number 1, I am not paying for a single first date that I go on this year. I don't care what excuse he has. I don't care who is dying. I am not paying for a single first date. If you want to court me, you are going to have to pay for the first date. Sorry, my time is worth money. Number 2 is that I am not going to your house or your neighborhood or wherever the fuck you live to meet you for the first time. Like, it's not happening. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not breaking my boundaries this year, and that's a hard pass. So no. Rule number 3 also kind of goes with that, but I am not going on a date with somebody that I have not FaceTimed or seen in person at least once. So if you want to go on a date with me, you're gonna have to talk to me in person and FaceTime me, and you're gonna have to show me your face before. Rule number 4 is that if I have to plan the date or if I have to choose where we're going on the first date, I am not going. I need effort. I need planning. I need you to show me that you have a brain and can plan a date and can plan an event for us. So if you can't do that, don't even bother asking me out. Rule number 5, if you are iffy or don't know what you want, I will answer for you. It's a no. I literally have a date tomorrow with this guy that I met on Stitch, and so far, he's followed everything to a T. So we'll keep you guys posted.
Screaming that your time is money while begging for a free dinner is just a loud way of admitting the market rate for her company is absolutely zero.
I'm getting back on the dating scene in 2026, and I heard a girl say she's running a structured program. So this is my structured program. You do these things, I will not date you. It's as simple as that. You play football too much, like 4 times a week. You go on a Tuesday, Thursday training, and then you're doing Saturday and Sunday. No. Or even if you watch football too much, you want to watch it every single night and you're addicted to football. There's more to life than football. Going to your local for a pint every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. No, I'm not being in a relationship to not be in a relationship. Someone who speaks negatively about people, whether that's their friends, whether that's people in their town, whether that's just in general, just a negative behaviour. Absolutely not. We only want positive vibes around here. Don't have ambition. I will not categorically date anybody who is not ambitious. I'm sorry. That is the top of my list. I love ambition. I'm an ambitious person. I want ambition. Telling me how to dress. Absolutely not. I'm not dating a stylist. I know exactly how to dress. I don't need someone telling me what I can and can't wear. Thank you very much. Get jealous easily. Awful trait. No. Don't have a good relationship with a family or speak bad about the family. Ick. Yes, that's an ick. I don't like it. I like family. I love family time. So someone who's family orientated must. Wears a man bag. Absolutely, categorically not. Will I date or be with somebody who wears a man bag or a fanny pack? Thank you, but no. Having a bitchy nature or gossiping, cannot bear it. You've not got a lot going on in your life. If you are spending your time bitching and gossiping about other people, no thank you. I don't want to date a bitch. Putting a filter on the pictures or posing with the tongue out like, no. Are you 13? No, thank you. That's disgusting. Stop. If you do that, stop. My list is probably too long to put on one, so I might do another one. Or I might do one with green flags, things I'm looking for. But 2026 is the year that I get back on the dating scene, seeing as I haven't really been on it in 2025. Whether you agree or you don't agree, this is my personal preference. This is what I am and I'm not looking for. Nothing to do with you, nothing personal, all laggy. If everyone was the same and thought the same, the world would be a very boring place.
Well, I guess her 2026 is going to be sponsored by boxes of wine and lots of batteries.
It's 2026. I turned 30 this year. So we're going to go over my dating non-negotiables for the year because it's a strict one. Time is running out. Using Snapchat. I barely use it. I don't think you should use it. I use it to strictly keep up to date with my nephews and my niece. Really died. So let's continue. Your IG following looks like a model casting list. It includes if you are following anyone that you've ever hooked up with, kissed, met on a trip that you still come in contact with and or you liked or had something with, or any exes or ex-situationships. No. If your friends are cheaters, no. I cannot have them influencing you to cheat on me. Plain and simple. If you don't have discipline, this comes within your daily routine, definitely your work. If you are not disciplined or driven to work, can't do it. No, thank you. If you don't FaceTime me, I'm not a huge texter. I would FaceTime and rather you FaceTime me all day at the end of the day to catch up on our day. Like, let's just communicate through FaceTime and like maybe check-ins here and there. Like, rude to service industry employers. I also work in the service industry part-time, so you will respect them. And if you don't, not happening. You don't have style. Don't follow the sidewalk rule and or the men leading from behind so you can see everything in front of me so like I feel safe. Okay? That. You don't take your health seriously. Like I want you to want to work out. I want you to want to biohack. Like I want you to better yourself every day. I want you to stay healthy, especially if you're going to be long term. Like I want you to stay around to see my children grow up, like our children grow up, you know? I don't think that's too much to ask for. Location sharing. I will share my location if you share your location. You're not sharing the location, you're not getting my location. I'm okay with it to an extent. If it starts to become a problem, then no, not happening. We're not doing it. You don't plan dates. I think that's common sense. It's like the bare minimum. Hanging with girls that I've never met. If there's someone that you're like, oh, I'm going to hang out with my friends, and it's like a girl friend that I've never met before, not happening, or I have to meet her. That's that. Situationships. No, I'm not doing that, and I expect you to not be in any contact with any of your former situationships, and I will play by those same rules. Easy. Posting stories of your location. Now, you can post stories of you and I, you can post stories of when you're on a trip, but if you're just like at the gym at like 5 a.m., why are you posting that? Who do you want to see that? Posting is for the girls. Say whatever you want about it, but that's just me. You really don't need to be doing it. Telling me what to wear. Unless you want to match, you're not telling me what I can and can't wear. No, because that just shows insecure. If you raise your voice at me, don't do it. I won't do it if you don't do it. I bring a problem or a concern to you. That is not an attack. That is my feelings, and I will not expect you to raise your voice at me. The second you do, no, done. Disrespectful to my friends and or my family. Not happening. You don't like them, you don't like me, and we don't need to be together. And if you smoke too much trees, green, and or cigarettes,
or babes. Another thing that goes with being rude to service industry people, if you tell me that you don't like that I'm a bottle girl, either provide or don't tell me that, because I work that job to live the lifestyle that I live. And if you have a problem with that, you can't find a solution for it, sorry, I'm gonna keep doing it. If you want to hear any more of my dating non-negotiables, let me know, I'll do part 2, but this is just like the starter, the very plain, simple, by the book type thing.
Panic listing requirements because you hit 30 while still working as a bottle girl is the romantic equivalent of trying to buy collision insurance after the car has already been totaled.